Hello and welcome everybody. This is the Bird's Eye View. I am Mr. Crow and I'm here with the one and only
War Deck.
I actually did all right.
I know. I
We
thought you were gonna
practiced
say
it.
I'm. All right.
But yes, I'm here with the lovely War Duck as well, and we're going to be talking about some crazy stuff that's going on around the world still. And we're reading we're reading about this one. Man, I may be able to do the intro, but I can't do the intro to the story. We were reading through our feed about this crazy odd thing going around. I feel like this guy's almost a serial killer here in the making, but it's how a former California college student arrested in 3 stabbings. And I guess 2 of them were fatal is what it looks like.
Yep.
And the third one happened was not fatal. This is happening in the California area. It sounds like it's near Sacramento.
I think Davis, California, wherever the hell that is.
Okay. As I was reading over it, I was thinking that it was somebody said something, but yeah, you're right. It's Davis. And apparently one of his weapons of choice, of course it says stabbed, and everybody thinks of stabbing. He's like, okay, he's got a knife or somewhat, but how they word this is a little bit weird in the article. How let me see if I can find it really quick. He was out wandering the neighborhood. Oh, here it is. He was out wandering a neighborhood where the second homicide, so this is the second time, had occurred. He had a large knife in the backpack, and everybody thinks probably like what? Well, I don't know. What do you think of a large knife there, Duck? I'm thinking 6 inches, but I'm not a girl.
Yeah, I was thinking like one of those big old blades.
Or something. But he had a large knife in the backpack, wearing the same clothes from the other stabbing, and it was just highly. And they never really go into the size of what this large knife is.
Large fixed blade knife. An assault knife. It's an AR knife, dude.
Oh,
that's why.
There you go.
Yeah, it was definitely an assault knife.
Are we talking like a Rambo style knife here? For those who know Rambo.
Well, that's a survival knife. This is a survival knife. This is probably an assault knife. It probably like a I don't know, what's an assault knife? I don't know what an assault rifle is, so I don't know what an assault knife. But it's definitely an assault knife. It's definitely an assault knife, because otherwise you wouldn't, because it killed people, right? So it can't just be a regular knife.
No, it's that's why I was like, wait, you bring up a good question.
Definitely.
Like, well, you know what an assault rifle is?
Definitely an assault knife. They'll have to ban those. It's gotta
be an assault knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're going down the right way here.
They gotta put those in with the assault rifles and ban those AR-4 knives,
The AR knives. There you go. And if they're anything like the AR guns,
yeah,
they gotta have a mind of their own.
I mean, this one sounds like it was a semi-automatic knife because it only did one person at a time.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
So that's probably not as dangerous as an automatic knife, because then there would have been a whole big mess going on.
It was a fixed blade and could fit in a backpack.
Well, I mean, you got a military-sized backpack, or do you got like a shopping-sized backpack?
Do we have the right to bear knives?
Ooh, man,
that's where the real. If you guys don't get where this pun is going.
Well, I bet he doesn't. I bet that's an illegal knife by the pure large size of the blade. Because it's definitely not a pocket knife. So it's probably longer than what the California statute allows you to open carry.
That is actually a good question.
And since it was in his backpack, it was a concealed carry assault knife.
Ooh.
Man, I bet he didn't have a concealed carry license for that assault knife.
I know there's been some times that I found out that even my pocket knife that I carry was not allowed in California.
So some businesses were closed early, and college students said they were too frightened to even attend daytime classes because somebody was running around with an assault knife.
my gosh.
What
This
were you gonna say about the?
this just I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to, and I apologize for anybody who may sorry, but in other words, or feel bad, but buck up. Reminds me of what happened with 9/11 incident and everything, right? But here I am in Utah, right? And I was working at a place. We had 3 floors. That was our building. It was 3 floors. And they had to give people time off at the work that I was at if we were on the second floor or above because people were worried. And I'm like, what? So anyway, you kind of said how people were afraid to go out, and I'm like,
So
2 by 2 people just go walk around with friends.
Davis is a small city about 70 miles northeast of San Francisco and 15 miles west of Sacramento.
Okay.
So
Northern. It's happened in Northern.
the first death was reported Thursday in downtown Central Park. He was hunched over a bench where he often sat or slept. The second victim was found Saturday night at Sycamore Park with multiple stab wounds. The stabbings all occurred within a mile of campus. On Thursday, police were searching a residence near the campus where Dominguez lived with his housemates. Let's see.
Oh, it's Davis, right? Or David? Or no, Pytel.
Pytel's the police person. Dominguez is the stabber.
Dominguez. Okay. So is Dominguez a student?
He was.
Was a student.
Yeah. So it says Dominguez was booked into
He's
Yolo
an
County
illegal
Jail.
alien to California.
Dominguez
Sorry.
was booked into Yolo County early Thursday on weapons violation related to the knife, but was not arrested on 2 counts of homicide and 1 count of attempted homicide until shortly before Thursday's news conference. Of course.
Interesting.
Where did you see that
What?
about him? He enrolled at UC Davis in the fall of 2020 and previously attended Langley College as a community college in Oakland, California. All right.
So he's. I was looking up some of the California laws for what's legal to carry in knives in California.
What do you got?
Blades are not one of them for sure.
You can't carry a fixed blade knife?
You cannot. No, you can carry a fixed blade, but it's switchblades, folding knives. The 3 most common knives are switchblades, folding knives, and fixed blades. Switchblades, have to be if they are 2 inches or larger, they're illegal to carry. So that's a switchblade. Huh? Okay. If the blade is more than 2 inches, it's illegal. A folding knife, they do not give a size. They just say folding knives are knives that are open to applying pressure to the blade. They have a mechanism that provides assistance in opening it. They don't really say how. There's also no restriction on the blade length of a folding knife. I find that odd.
Let me get my folding sword out, my folding knife sword. Yeah. Sir, your pocket knife is 5 feet long. Yeah, well, it's a folding knife, so what are you going to do?
It's a folding knife. I am...
So I guess his AR knife isn't illegal.
This is questionable because it says in California, a fixed blade, which is most commonly, it could be like a kitchen knife is for example, a fixed blade. They just need to be carried in sheaths. They have to be sheathed.
Oh, so he had it in his backpack, so that makes it illegal?
However, here's the thing. They must be carried openly and cannot be concealed.
Oh, so he had it concealed, so it was illegal.
It was a concealed, so therefore the fixed blade is still illegal.
So you can open carry, but you can't conceal carry your AR knife.
Exactly.
So
but it does not give anything that I can see, or at least what I'm looking at right here. I cannot find size of blade.
See, so we kind of joking about this, but this is the thing. This is the point about the Second Amendment and stuff is you can't regulate hate. And if
Oh,
somebody is mad enough to do something stupid like go around stab and kill somebody, or they're mentally deranged enough, it doesn't matter, right? They're gonna find a way. Sure,
no.
this guy didn't have a gun, but he got away with 3 killings with a knife, or 2.5 killings with a
Right.
knife because nobody heard it. This these 2 people were killed in public parks, and nobody
Yeah.
noticed.
And no, I jokingly say it too, but if somebody's mad enough, they can use a big pen, a fork. It's yeah, you just can't regulate this kind of stuff. You've got
Yeah. And even though it was illegal, there's a law that says he couldn't hide the knife that he had. He did it anyway because
yeah,
knife control doesn't work, just like gun control doesn't work.
it's true. And I used the example of a fixed blade, like being very honest too. A kitchen knife. Like anybody can buy a kitchen knife. There's no background checks. There's no nothing for them. You can't regulate this kind of stuff.
All right, here's a picture of this dude.
I don't know. It is very sad. Sad incident that happened. It is very. Yeah, we joke around with it, but it is a serious event.
Yeah,
It
like
is
you
a
know,
bummer.
like Mr. Crow mentioned to me before with this guy is almost a serial killer. He
I think
was
didn't
he was
we
a
talked
half
about this one time.
a half a body away from a serial killer.
Yeah,
If that one lady had not lived, then technically this guy would have been a serial killer by stabbing.
yeah. It's the term of a serial killer means a series of 3 or more killings. He killed 2 people, attempted another, and maybe he just didn't stab her enough. I don't know.
And
Um,
like, and what upset this guy enough that he is gonna take it out on these homeless people?
yeah, these are. That's what the weird part is what's mentality behind it. What
And
he even they even say in this article he does not provide any insight on to why he did it. He's not saying anything.
he was wearing the same clothes that he had on from the previous one.
Yeah, and he's wearing the same clothes.
He's
Yeah,
staying in the same area. Like, this guy's definitely not there all the way. Like, he's not a sane individual. But
yeah. I think probably I don't know. This is me just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit here. It sounds like his first victim was the 50-year-old homeless man, and where he really messed up. If I because I was talking to Duck about this too. Is like people target the homeless people, but it's because they think they're not going to be missed or seen or forgotten for a while. Then he goes after his second victim was a 20-year-old student, and then he goes back to the homeless, and that she was the one who wasn't stabbed or wasn't killed all the way. I think the student probably was able to be noticed as missing a lot faster than the homeless.
yeah, and you know, and the sad thing is, 2 people lost their lives, and the thing
Horrid.
is as unfortunate because if any one of these had a personal carry gun, they might have stopped this guy in his
Yeah.
tracks. You know, but
Even yeah.
but like, I don't like. That's the bad reality of these people that are homeless and living in random spots is they don't have the same kind of protections that somebody that lives in an apartment or a house uh, gets to enjoy. And it's unfortunate that California is worried about so many other things than actually helping the homeless that something like this had to happen.
Yeah, agreed.
It's unfortunate. But they got the kid, and it sounds like it's an open and closed case. So there's
Yeah, it
that.
sounded like he at least admitted to him, but he's not saying why. not going. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Opening
not.
closed.
He's not talking at all. But they got the knife, and they know it's him. So that's that. So.
Crazy.
All right.
Good
So AR knives are the next to be banned in California. Go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, and we will catch you next time. Much love all.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.